obligatory coffee sip at the beginning of the video, and I accidentally right-clicked my mouse, which is what you guys will realize very quickly, that this is not in sync with what is going on in the actual video, because this is in post. Anyway, so how you guys doing? I just wanted to go ahead and bring up a short topic with you guys, and just kind of give you guys an idea of what's been going on with my life, an update with everything, and the future of a couple of ideas that I have for what I'll be producing on my channel recently. So let's get into that one. For starters, one of the main reasons why I've been super absolutely busy, some of you guys have seen this on the Discord, and you've seen it written elsewhere or otherwise, but either or, if you haven't noticed in any way, shape, or form, the main thing lately why I have been so preoccupied with everything is because of a combination between work and school. Now, I only go to my online courses, yes, like it's an actual fucking place. I only have part-time right now set up for my online courses, so it technically counts as like a 6-credit semester right now, and it is a singular class, and that singular class is just English composition right now. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but being a YouTuber, I have pretty much done essays for the greater part of the last 7 fucking years that I have been out of school. So, yeah, I graduated in 2014, it's 2021 right now, so that is appropriate math, but like, yeah, I am very practiced with essays, so it's completely second nature to me with this class, and I'm kind of storming through it right now. That being considered, though, I'm also getting my ass absolutely hammered to me by my job currently, because it's just, pandemic working just sucks in general right now, especially in the West. But it's even worse when you wind up rolling on a job that you signed up for going part-time, and then they pretty much throw you in for full-time hours at that point. I don't know what you guys consider full-time, but most retail places it is 32 to 40. And I have pretty much been consistently working a 32-hour schedule since I went into this job, 4 days a week, on top of class and on top of other stressful things that I have to do in my everyday life. I even overslept today to do this video, and I have another thing that I have to take care of in terms of, I have to go to my last job, to be honest with you, because I'm being told they apparently raised their wage. And if they did, then this place I'm fucking leaving afterwards, because, dear God, I'm actually just not at all enjoying my life at this current job, so it's been a real big lack of motivation for me to do anything, because this job has just been absolutely driving me into the fucking ground. And I can feel the adrenal exhaustion kicking in pretty hard. I'm just going to eventually crash at some point. So I'm trying to figure that one out. But that's pretty much been my personal life right there in a nutshell that I can explain to you guys. So hope that clears up a couple of different things if you were curious. Obviously, I'm not going to go into very specific details. I want to be clear. I want to be clear and open with you guys, but at the same exact time, like, I'm done doxing shit about myself now, because yeah, that's a security thing that I'm pretty concerned about that. So I take my safety and security very seriously, but that being said, so, alright, things involving the channel now, guys. So, you'll probably have noticed Rimworld is playing in the background, and I did poll last night asking you guys if you would like to see a Rimworld playthrough on my channel. That's one of the main things. I'm stuck between a couple of different ideas for a playthrough that I want to go through, and it's based on a lot of recent games that I have gotten. I need to revisit Castle Miner Z, though, I think, just so I can get to a point where I feel happy with it, because I kind of just stopped and never touched Castle Miner Z again, and I may even redo my playthrough of it. I'm unsure, because it's been so fucking long that I don't remember the save even that I used. I don't remember any of the things that I was going on about originally with it, and it can just be an extension of the last playthrough and just to show you guys all the environments and stuff like that. But I don't know. I never actually got all the way to the end of Castle Miner Z, and that kind of annoys me. So I would like to revisit that at some point, preferably sooner than later. Rimworld, I would possibly like to do a playthrough if that's something that people are interested in. I am no MLG pro, no fucking holds, 500% losing is fun, Randy random, you know? I'm not one of those types of players at Rimworld. I am not good by any stretch of the imagination. I am extraordinarily casual at Rimworld, and I kind of just play it for the funsies because I enjoy the base building aspect of it and to feel like you're constantly getting something done. I don't particularly enjoy losing my colonists, to be honest with you, so I usually balance things around to where the combat is challenging and engaging, but at the same exact time, I'm not just going to receive a bullet to the head and then my colonist just instantaneously dies, as Rimworld does, from some stupidity like a raid where they dropped everything off in the center of my fucking base. I don't really consider that way of playing Rimworld very fun or engaging when bullshit happens due to the roll of the dice. I don't really need that kind of... Like, I don't know. I get people who seek that in video games where they enjoy the random number generation bullshit that can happen, that can just kick them in the nuts, because it's a denial of that victory, and it just makes them want to try harder and harder. I know dopamine is a hell of a drug, but, like, that being said, I don't really care to do that in Rimworld. It's just a nice, casual, chill thing that I would wind up doing. I would show you guys the settings and the mods and stuff that we wind up using for it as well, too, because I've used a lot of quality of life mods, but I'm actually really interested in doing a Rimworld playthrough. I've been watching a lot of Ambiguous Amphibian, so I have an idea of how I'm going to wind up doing it, and it's not going to mimic that style, but it will be a very big time lapse while I'm talking about things and cutting to when I'm saying shit, for sure. And just keeping in the important parts, I guess, because it's going to take a long time to be able to get some good footage for that. I have also downloaded The Darkest Dungeon, but I want to use that as a streaming game, and I do intend on returning to streaming at some point when I figure out my internet issues. And one of the main things that I'm going to wind up doing to figure out those internet issues is I need to go out and buy a Wi-Fi card for my computer. I think that'll solve 90% of my issues. I think just my wireless adapter that I have right now is really, really, really old and really, really, really shitty. Maybe even a new wireless adapter would fix the problem, but I don't want to use a wireless adapter rather than a Wi-Fi card. I know Ricky also uses a Wi-Fi card right now, and his internet is great. And that's the main difference between our two situations. Also, I'm going to literally throw a brick at my mother when she walks in the door. She finds a way constantly to always text me while I am running my microphone, and it pops up in the recording. And I hate it. It's so fucking annoying. So now we're on silent. That's not silent. That's the media volume. Come on, phone. Work with me here, homie. Fucking A. That is... Yeah, okay. There we go. Whatever. I'm just going to put everything. Done. Alright, cool. Now it's on vibrate. Alright, now back to what I was saying before. So, yeah, Rimworld and Darkest Dungeon is going to be more of a stream game. I do intend on returning to a stream, and honestly, I might even return to a stream on Saturday. I don't know what I'd be streaming of, or what I would be streaming, but glad I did that. My phone already went back off again. I want to throw a brick at her some days. But yeah, I do intend on returning to streaming at some point. That's a big one. And as for other games to play on my channel, I think that about really covers it. There was one other one on Steam that I had my finger on, and I can't remember it now. And a lot of my thoughts have flown completely out of my head right now because I'm distracted with the whole phone situation, but I can't remember what the third thing that I was going to say gaming-wise was. Oh, actually, I know exactly what it was. The other thing is, I am back in touch with my buddy XEI, an old friend of the channel. If you guys do not know, we actually did a Dig or Die collaboration that is on my channel right now, and his perspective is on his channel right now, and we had a fun time with that. Starbound is going to be the ideal game that we plan on doing a collaboration with sometime soon. We're going to start vanilla, and then we're going to move over to the mods that I have now, which means the Just Monica playthrough may go kaput, but I'm going to wind up saving my world information and backing it up, and then putting it back into my putting it back into the database afterwards. So we'll see how that goes. But, that is the idea. I'm going to wind up just wiping everything and doing a vanilla playthrough, and then going back in for mods with him afterwards, and it'll be a fun-ass time. But that is an idea that me and XEI are glancing over right now. And again, if you haven't seen our Dig or Die playthrough, if you want to see an idea of what that dude is like, you probably should. That is a fun-ass game. It's just another 2D... It feels like Terraria or Starbound. It's the same kind of, like, viewpoint that you have for it. It's just got vastly different mechanics. Like, there's a lot of gravity when it comes to building buildings. Instead, you actually have to put, like, fucking structural integrity in beams in certain areas, but also buildings can just collapse on themselves from having too much weight, so you can't build them too high unless you do very specific things to keep that integrity. But yeah, it is a hell of a game. I love Dig or Die. I would gladly play that shit again. We may even do another Dig or Die playthrough, who knows, but that is things, yes. Those are things we have on the table, as well as a podcast in the future, most likely with Blue Inferno as well. So, those are all things to look forward to on the channel. That took a lot longer for me to be able to say all of that, but that'll about wrap things up right there, ladies and gentlemen. So, I gotta go ahead and record some Rimworld playthrough bullshit to be able to put in the background of this audio. And, yeah. So, I will see you guys later on. Appreciate the chat. And I'll see you in the Discord. Join the Discord if you have not. It's on my, I might even put it into the description of this video. If it's not, then just go to my YouTube channel and go into the fucking links. Join the Discord. We hang out. We talk about things. Alright. Bye.